I'm sorry if I said something out of line. 4.5 hours is a long...
Dude, I'm sorry. If I had a license, I would drive you there.
I'm shocked to shit that these people aren't legally allowed to drive.
Yeah, there's so many shocking things happening.
I mean, I'm sorry if I said something out of line. 4.5 hours is a long... Look, I'm sorry if anybody in this show right now likes Machine Gun Kelly. I'm sorry if you're logging off now.
If that's where you're angling for.
But I'm not... I'm sorry if these people... Look, our first job... I'm sorry if I was downplaying the Fresh and Fit guys. I like them. I think I like the... So I'm sorry if the word bum offends you. I'm sorry if the term junkie... I'm sorry if the term junkie is dehumanizing. But if the dehumanized shoe fit...
I'm sorry if it's off-putting.
It's definitely different. But I'm sorry if you're not trolling this guy with $8 donations for the 8-ball with shitty questions.
What are you doing with your life?
I'm sorry if you're feeling not heard. I'm sorry if I could whore ourselves out for a minute here. We're not far away from... I'm sorry if that's uncomfortable for you or whatever kind of new society you're trying to create. People are going... I'm sorry if that's inconvenient.
I don't like the people...
Trailer. I'm sorry if you're taking that seriously.
Contrarian. Whoa.
Yeah. I'm sorry if that sounds terrible, but the country is weird about cripples. We don't want to have cripples. Oh, I'm sorry if I said that.
I thought I was
wrong.
being...
I'm sorry if I didn't put that properly. All right. I love how guys, I am sorry if you're new to this show. We are having a disaster. First, I'm sorry if you willingly did a thing. Good self-cleaning oven. School. I'm sorry if that inconveniences
Why
you.
does it hurt people to use words that are...
And I'm sorry if he said, dude, I fucking, I really messed up on this Adderall. I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry if you're not. That might be Ray DeVito. I know who Ray DeVito is. I don't think that's Ray. I'm sorry if this shakes you up. It's probably going to be by your own. So I'm sorry if I've offended you.
Have I said something?
I'm sorry if that doesn't fit what you want to believe, Chad, but I'm sorry if that's not a glass shattering moment for a lot of people. I'm sorry if you're feeling like you're being used as a go-between here. I'm sorry if I missed it. You didn't have to send another one. You could have just... Because I'm sorry if this hurts your feelings. I'm sorry if this is something feelings. I'm sorry if this is something you didn't know if you haven't been reading about it or watching about it. This is stuff like... Look, I'm sorry if I'm going nerds. So this is...
Look, I'm sorry if you're broke.
Oh, no, you have the conversation for people that can live that way.
Well, I mean, not just...
But it's just fun.
I'm sorry if I gave that idea. As far as Brennan goes, no.
Ron, I'm sorry if I'm ruining your segment here, but you have already...
I'm sorry if that fact bothers them. I'm sorry if that upsets them. I'm sorry if that upsets them. They'll probably yell "Copa."
I'm sorry if I'm with a guy and he says he wrote me a song.
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
No, you don't think that's good? So I'm sorry if that came off a little gloaty. I didn't want it to be gloaty.
I don't think so.
I'm sorry if I did, sir. Anton Slavic said...
I'm sorry if that's insulting.
Sorry. Understand that the stuff that you say...
I'm sorry if this is offensive to Cardiff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if he's upset about this. But, yeah, I don't think people should have trusted the journalistic integrity of a cartoon thing. I'm sorry if me being really...
I should quit more often. That's sweet.
Yeah. I'm sorry if me being... Yeah. I'm sorry if me being really transparent really fucks up your hate bit, but I do my best. So there you go. Streamlabs.
I'm sorry if I stink. And then he's like...
I'm sorry if the news wants to get to the bottom of this, and I know they don't want to appear biased, but let's follow... Oh, I'm sorry. If you just joined us tonight... everybody gets one fine. I'm sorry if I gave you the impression that it was. I work for Penn. I'm sorry if I I'm sorry if I was wrong and I mistook that for blackface.
You know what?
And I'm sorry if I get this wrong, but I believe what Sheik is trying to say is that if you're doing it to make... I'm sorry if you hear the rattling of my meth drop in my mouth, but when this is gone... I'm sorry if that breaks his heart. I'm sure that crosses me off of his way. I'm sorry if that is painful. It just happened, and I didn't want to not beat. Says, I'm sorry if I'm president and we can't catch whose Coke it is. I want a new Secret Service team. God, I'm sorry. If you live in New Mexico and you're watching this show, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry if I skipped your guys' stuff. Okay, so he didn't... There's been some other clips that people have posted where...
I'm sorry if I'm simping, as the kids say, but they're fucking...
Adrenaline. I'm sorry if I'm simping for you two, but we kind of enjoy the four of us hanging. Yeah. And then it's like, we get to think...
I'm sorry if that hurts, buddy.
No offense, but it is like unlistenable. Because I'm sorry, if you look historically, I think left wing. Well, I'm sorry if you're the guy holding the $1.4 million ticket. It doesn't feel like a placeholder.
Yeah, it feels.
So I'm sorry if I don't take the UN very seriously.
Yeah, that's my other big problem with this.
So I'm sorry if that's upsetting news, but you had to know, right? I'm sorry if it made him upset. I did not mean to make him upset. And I know this.
I'm sorry if y'all want a refund. You shouldn't, because I'm going to give you my best. What the fuck is going on?
I'm sorry if they're not letting you play the sound alert. Something might be hinky there. Where I'm sorry if you let him be dirty, it's just Billy. I mean, I'm sorry if this guy is being violent and aggressive. You could have not followed him.
Like, I'm sorry if that bothered you and we made a mistake. My bad. But look, we got to move on. Do you really want to do this 3 days before? Well, I'm sorry. If I was under 280, I wouldn't be. I'm sorry if that makes you uncomfortable. It will just have to last. Los Federales says, Aaron.
I'm sorry if y'all had to hear a grown-up conversation with us screaming at each other.
I'm sorry if that's inconvenient for people and that they don't like that I beat them that way and they have to act like it's all over. I mean, I'm sorry if that's not exactly 800, but it's right about there. What can I...
Everybody, I'm sorry. If you're in LA...
I'm sorry if they did not get you the money. That is unfortunate. Yes, and I'm sorry if I'm keeping you, but I appreciate you calling in. The third thing I wanted to say about Simpcast is that Lila, I'm sorry if this part's boring. So I'm sorry if you're a Rekieta Law fan. I cost you a show on Friday, April 12th. I apologize for that. So thank you, people. I'm sorry if you've lost your children. I am not trying to trigger, because I'm sorry if you're getting here late. We already beat you today. I'm sorry if that's, mean or too based or whatever. It's so that I'm sorry if it came off blah, blah, blah. And I wrote him back. I said, don't you dare. I'm sorry if a bunch of autistic people on the internet who have wanted me to die.
I'm sorry if I, with your history and legal issues, I'm sorry if I don't fully trust you. I'm sorry if I don't fully trust you in terms of what's the best law advice I might.
Hey, I want to, and I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. Saturday evening in Butler, and I'm sorry if you did. I don't know if you ever, and I'm sorry if that gets kicked off of YouTube, but I don't buy this shit. I'm sorry if the American people are so star-spangled fucking brilliant. Then when you get this, I'm sorry if I got your age wrong. Are you younger or older than 45? I'm assuming older. I was trying. So I'm sorry if you want me to be your monkey. I'm sorry if you hate. I'm sorry if you hate my fucking guts and you want me to just come on here. And I'm sorry if you just wanted juicy goss all day. If you just wanted internet drama all day, I apologize. I'm sorry if this makes you hate me more. Then your delusion is complete. And again, I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm sorry if that's not enough Trump dick sucking, but I don't think he's worthy of it. Thank you, Mussolini. I'm sorry if that upsets anyone. I'm sorry if there's haters that thought they were a big part. She doesn't. I'm sorry if I made anybody feel bad. Literally 0 people. I'm sorry if we didn't do a good enough show for you today. Again, whatever you need, you're the pay. I'm sorry if you're a Melton fan. You should probably switch over and be a Steel. I'm sorry if I made you mad. I'm sorry if I didn't pick. I'm sorry if I didn't pick your team. That's just. Oh, I'm sorry if you're a One Direction fan and you were hoping they were getting back together. I'm sorry if that's gay. I watch meltdowns like that tonight. I'm sorry if I'm not answering right now. I apologize. I just don't. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name. For her to come out and
I am sorry if you support the Democrat Party, I will not help you. Another said he would find which of you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I didn't do a good job today. I'll come back and try harder. So I'm sorry if you are a Trump hater. It's going to be a rough day for you today. If you're a Steel, I'm sorry if that's why you're here. You're probably not a Steel Toe fan. But I'm sorry if it upsets you. I'm sorry if this is breaking news to you. It doesn't really bother me. I'm sorry if I don't fit into whatever mold you need me to fit into to be your superhero. And I'm sorry if it's upsetting you. I really do. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to medicate you for this. And I'm sorry if that pedo comment bothered you. Next time you can just let me know. Again, I'm sorry if that hurts any of your feelings. I know it does. Sorry. Guys, I'm sorry if you're a Patrick fan. He lies all the time. I said, I'm sorry if it came off like, I was being a little theatrical with the storytelling. That's all. That's not like things. I'm sorry if that makes you upset. By the way, speaking of knocking out goals, 85 away. So I'm sorry if you were expecting something big. If something big happens, you can say, wow, Aaron, you were wrong. And I'm sorry if this makes me gay or whatever. I want to get into the Christmas spirit with you. Like, I'm sorry if this is scientific and this is natural and it just happens with kids. Why is it always I'm sorry if you are one. I apologize. I know you guys get sensitive. I'm just calling it as I say. I'm calling balls and strikes. You don't.
I'm sorry if I missed your super chat.
He's exhausted already talking about that. I'm sorry if the fact that we do a show that helps people kill time while they're at work to have something. I'm sorry if that notion is upsetting to you, but I have bad news for you. I'm sorry if I've wrecked their credibility as a Fuck Aaron show. I'm sorry if I've told tales out of school, but I don't really think they care about that, seeing as by the way, I'm sorry if somebody did that. Honky with $1 says Melton was I'm sorry if you don't feel that you're getting your $5 worth out of this shuffle, but I'm sorry if that upsets anyone. I think it's fun. I'm sorry if I do that to you. I don't mean to. I put on a silly little show. I have some fun. I think if you have an emotion, I'm sorry if that went too long. I'm sorry if you didn't enjoy it. I'm sorry if you didn't enjoy it. We were pretty dry during that time. I apologize. Chevy fan, and I'm sorry if this is another shit story that will make nothing. I hope we can make it entertaining for you. Like, I'm sorry if you're watching this because you don't like steel toe, but this is what a lot of you sound like when I'm sorry if it goes against your agenda. I'm sorry if it goes against your agenda. I'm sorry if it goes against your idea of what gender is, but I'd rather just help the person who wants to die. I'd rather get them. By the way, I'm sorry if you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Harrison Son, I'm sorry if you had to cope about it this weekend too. Let's continue on. Should we do the whale hotels bit?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if me fucking with these people bothers you. I know that you're not old, so I'm sorry if you live a little too much on the internet. So I'm sorry if she feels any kind of way. I know she's got a picture of me that she adores and she kisses and she talks to. I'm sorry if I didn't read it. I apologize. Thank you for that. I'm sorry if I fucked it up. I'm off my game. The Alex Rosens and I'm sorry if I'm giving off a vibe that I wanted this. I'm sorry if I didn't thank Flinty Gecko before for the 5 gifted memberships on YouTube. Thank you, buddy. Favorite. I'm sorry if you don't like it. I gotta say, I think it's fantastic, and I think 1-2 skipped to my loop. And I'm sorry if anyone came here for this reason. I didn't bring you on to fuck with you.
So I'm sorry if I wasn't sensitive and artful. I've been accused of being PC lately.
And I'm sorry if it upsets you, as it clearly does. $30 away. Let's hammer it out. We've got 10 minutes left. I'm sorry if you got the vaccine you shouldn't have. I'm sorry if that upsets you. I think you asking it to be shown on screen kind of shows you how much we get to you. But yeah, I'm sorry if I've got that wrong. I believe Bob Fueling passed away. I'm sorry if you're not going to get like a 2-hour gossip session, but I'm way too happy. Hey, I'm sorry if I'm boring people by not commenting on this enough. I'm
sorry if I don't kowtow to your every desire, but
oh my God, I'm sorry if you have to admit that these are good, Bapa Shah, but it is Jess Greenberg. I'm sorry if this bursts anyone's bubble. I do not want to have sexual intercourse with the President of the United States. Right night. I'm sorry if I misspoke. I apologize. Thank you for clarifying that for me. Yes, evening show to the evening show. And I'm sorry if that hurts their feelings, but look at your behavior. And I'm sorry if I made it sound like you sent it to me. I'm sorry. 100,000 is what Hobo said. I'm sorry. If I said 1,000, I misspoke. My bad. I'm sorry if you intend it another way, but that's how I take it, and that's how I play it back to you. So if you meant it another, I'm sorry if I missed your $5. That's said. I'm sorry if I upset you. I apologize if I did that. I'm seeing it thrown back in my face. I'm sorry if that's bad news. I'm sorry if we're just breaking that to you. News. I'm sorry if we're just breaking that to you. Putin has won. And I'm sorry if this upsets you. They needed to be put in their place. I'm sorry if that upsets you, and I know it does. I'm sorry if you felt I've locked you in a room to make you do this. Now I feel bad. But I'm sorry. Did I not say judges? I'm sorry if I didn't. I feel like I've said that we need to be putting these violent effects. I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear before. So now we have another. I'm sorry if I'm a liberal on this, but if you're.
I'm sorry if I seem a little
I'm behind.
little run down today.
I'm sorry if I said
Australia. Excuse me. No, I might have screwed it up.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
So
you're known for Ed Gein. I'm sorry if that's the best you can do bar wise. I'm sorry if you're not.